Hey guys, I'm going to be prepping some of my steampunk. I've got a moth in here. Sorry. Hopefully it goes away. Prepping some of my steampunk pockets. These are my pre-made digitals, or my digitals that I have bought or gotten for free that are already made into pockets. But I want to prep them a little bit more, and then some other ones that I'm going to turn into some pockets. But I want to prep them to make them sturdier to use as pockets. And because they will rip easily. And I was just going to show how I do it. I'm sure there are hundreds of ways to do them. But this, I just use free, inexpensive materials. And I will use strips of book pages. They can be your scraps. But usually I use scraps. I've actually got some scraps of stuff over here I can use. Let me get these laying over here. And but that's usually what I end up using. But I wanted to show the top part of your pocket where you're going to be sliding things into. This way it keeps the bulk down in there without making this, going and putting this on cardstock. This is regular weight copy paper. You run glue across the top and just do a strip of book page or scrap, whatever you've got. And then just trim it off. And then that way, if you do a thumb hole, I usually don't do thumb holes. I just don't like them. But if you do a thumb hole, it strengthens it a little bit more. If you don't do a thumb hole, regardless, it's strengthened. And it's so here, opposed to, it's a lot thicker. And that way, when you put them in, things going in and out, they're less likely to rip. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're just going to, yep, that's big enough. We're just going to prep some pockets and have them ready to go. The top edges, so when I do get my journals built, I have sturdier pockets that I do not have to worry about at all. Remember, this stuff is going to be on the back side. It does not have to be pretty. It just has to be sturdy. Use that one as a pocket, and on this one, I wanted to show you. There's that one, but I want to have it so it has a little bit more room on it. So, I'm going to run this one here. Now, what gussets I want to do, I don't want to gusset on the bottom, but I want to gusset on the side. So, I'm just going to run one little thin bead there. This is if you get pockets that do not have gussets already. Put your own gussets on there. And that way, I will have one that I can bring back. I don't need them quite that long. And of course, you need to always trim the sides, start in the corner and go in, because you don't want your pockets to show. And it will be tight at the bottom, but I'll have a little bit more give at the top. But there's that one. There we go. Threw that other one back because it was a thicker piece and I didn't want to use a thick piece on my gusset. Make sure I've got the bottom. I'm going to put a gusset on the bottom of this one. I want a gusset on the bottom of this one. Doesn't have to be. There we go. There we go. And I'm sure you all do already know this. What's a gusset for? It's, you fold them back. Like this. And then you put glue here, here, and here on the gussets. And then it glues into the page and it gives you a little bit more of a give to put stuff in. And things aren't as tight. But that's what I guess it is. It's going to make this one a side tuck. So I'm going to want a thicker edge right here. And I want my side tuck tight, so I do not want gussets on this one. But I do want to make my edge tight, or good and sturdy, so it won't rip. I just realized I forgot to make that one sturdy on the top. I was too busy working on the gussets, wasn't I? So, I need to put my top on here to make it sturdy. I'm sure I'm not the only one that forgets things. I'm sure we all do. There we go. There we go. Now I've got it. Got a sturdier top. I don't gusset every pocket because I don't put that much stuff in. I want tight. I want it to be tight, but if I like to have a few pockets that if I do a notebook, that it has a little bit more room to stick in a notebook or one of the multi-floating pockets. So. But like I mentioned before, this is a perfect way to use up those scraps. Perfect way to use up those scraps. Or the trash pieces you cut out around these, which I've already got them. I've already taken those and moved those to a bin that I'm going to be making some paper out of, my homemade paper. So I've already put those white pieces there. So that's why I do not have those ready to go. Or here. That's usually what I use in doing this, is those types of scraps. And hopefully you're still tuned in. If you're not, I understand. But I'm just going to finish these up since I've started them. I would appreciate liking and commenting. Share it out. I would like to grow my channel a little bit more just because I'm getting close to retirement and I will probably spend a lot of time on YouTube. I'd like to do lives, but I'm still in the process of getting some things set up around here in my room where I had to move stuff, and it's just not the time yet, and I'm not ready to dedicate that much time with working full time. Those of you who have full-time jobs totally understand that. Those of you that are special ed teachers really understand it. Good corner tuck. So I'm going to set that one up for a corner tuck. Oops. So I need this side to be strengthened. And if something happens, I don't use these for the purpose that I was planning on. It's no big deal. This stuff is on the back side. It's not going to hurt it. Always double check before you glue something down, because you'll have it turned upside down or messed up at least once in your crafting career, maybe more. Never hurts to triple and double check things. This one a tight pocket as well. There's just a few of them. Now, obviously, these aren't decorated. They're not anything. This is just the first step in strengthening them before I decide to do all that. I have a few things prepped as I'm going through. Missed the spot. So there we go. I've prepped a few ready to go. Not everything. I've got more ephemera I need to prep. I might just do little videos like this. I might even try to do a live where I just sit here and prep a bunch. I don't know. But I will catch y'all later.